get out of the jail and bail would not be granted to you. So if you look at the case of Umar Khalid, which I discussed, Professor Sai Baba, you must have heard about the term urban Naxals. So those terminologies are used, and the person, even in one case, there was one Father Peter, as far as I remember, it was a case of Maharashtra. And what happened that, even when the court allowed bail, after, a few years, 3-4 years, on the basis of ill health, that person was not allowed to, go out. Court ke order ke baad, and that person died very soon, प्रॉपर मेडिकल ट्रीटमेंट नहीं देना, उस पर बार बार केसेस फाइल करना, तो वो बेचारा, उसके पास पैसे नहीं है. इट इज नॉट जस्ट अबाउट जर्नलिस्ट, इट्स अबाउट सिटीजन्स एज वेल. लाइक ऑल्ट न्यूज का जो ओनर था, उसको भी मुश्किल से बेल मिली, पर मिल गई थैंकफुली. देन देयर इज आल्सो वन इंटिमिडेशन ऑन द सेफ हार्बर प्रोटेक्शन, कि प्लेटफॉर्म्स को सेफ हार्बर प्रोटेक्शन नहीं मिलेगी अगर वो फॉलो नहीं करते, जैसे आईटी रूल 2021 नहीं फॉलो करते, सो दे विल नॉट बी गेटिंग द सेफ हार्बर प्रोटेक्शन. एंड व्हाट इज सेफ हार्बर प्रोटेक्शन? It means that if anything is happening, let's say I posted something and any third party comes and it misuses my content, let's say it creates some deep fake, or the way the Grok is, undressing everyone, if something like that sort happens. So in that case, that let's say Insta, I posted my video on Insta, the Insta would be getting सेफ हार्बर, कि अब मेरा कोई रोल नहीं था, मैंने तो बस प्लेटफॉर्म दिया, अब उस पे संध्या ने कुछ डाला और एक्स पर्सन ने उसको एआई एक्सप्लॉइट करके उसका कुछ कर दिया. आई एम नॉट कंसर्न. सो सेफ हार्बर प्रोटेक्शन बहुत ही वास्ट प्रोटेक्शन, and it propagates marketability, flourishing of social media. Yeah, so that is a kind of डर होता है ना कि भाई मैं तो मार्केट लूज कर जाऊंगा. So it is about that. No, अगर चल सकते हैं, next पे चल सकते हैं. I'm done here. So now there are certain judgments you must be knowing about Shreya Singh's case, where 1666A was it was held as grossly offensive. It was penalizing any digital act which was grossly offensive or causing annoyance. So the court said that such kind of provision, it must be struck down because it is giving so much of immense power to the government to punish something which has been deemed as offensive or something which has been deemed as annoying. अब annoying का क्या मतलब? कुछ भी annoying हो सकता है. हो सकता है मैंने कोई ड्रेस पहनी, ब्लैक पहन ली, आज पहने, हो सकता है इससे कोई annoying हो जाए. तो annoyance का तो कोई, अगर even if you look at the definition, it is very vague term. Anything can fall in annoyance. So the court said that wording was fundamentally vague and open-ended. जो ये phrases हैं दोनों, ये vague हैं, open-ended हैं, and it completely failed to make a legal distinction between mere annoying discussion and actual incitement to public disorder. क्या सच में public disorder हो रहा है? Because public order तो इसमें 19(2) में भी है. Next, please. Yes, so here the difference between incitement and advocacy. तो जब भी आप discuss कर रहे हो, let's say a group of, in your WhatsApp group, you are discussing something. And someone is saying in favor of government, someone is saying against the government. Now there, it is a small group, their discussion, debate is happening. Because debate, क्यों ज़रूरी होता है? So that you can have your own idea, you can have your own opinion. You can get justification for your own opinion. You can broaden your concept. अगर discussion ही नहीं होगा, अगर आप जैसे मान लो ये सेशन चल रहा है, आप क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछोगे, या कोई भी कहीं भी पढ़ रहा है, या कोर्ट में जब मैटर डिसाइड हो रहा है, unless and until someone questions, how would that person get answer? And that's why first level is discussion, second is advocacy. where you are promoting a specific, you are demonstrating, that was the word I was missing then, कि आप demonstrate कर रहे हो, आप states के against question raise कर रहे हो, लोगों को aware कर रहे हो. So even that time, unless and until you are not doing any free, any hatred, hate-based speech, you are not inciting any violence, you are not committing any, crime or offense, I should say offense, then it is fine. You are not criminally defaming someone. Till that, you are fine. When you move forward, you are talking about you are going ahead and you are inciting. जैसे एक पर्टिकुलर कम्युनिटी के पर्सन की फोटो लगा के उस पे बंदूक तान रहा था कोई पॉलिटिशियन अभी रिसेंटली, किसी पर्टिकुलर कम्युनिटी के अगेंस्ट में कुछ बोलना, किसी पर्टिकुलर कैटेगरी या कास्ट के इंसान को कुछ बोलना, किसी जैसे मान लो कोई डिसेबल्ड है, डिफरेंटली एबल्ड कोई पर्सन है, उसके बारे में कुछ बोलना, या किसी भी इंसान को बॉडी शेमिंग करना, ट्रोल करना, रोस्ट करना, जिसमें या फिर उसके कंटेंट को एक ऐसे लेवल तक ले जाना कि मतलब जिसे ग्रुप की यूज लोग कर रहे हैं, जैसे AI इनेबल्ड ग्लासेस को यूज कर रहे हैं, गूगल ग्लासेस. So that is the level where the red line should be drawn. Incitement should not be there. Invasion of privacy should not be there. आपकी privacy है तो दूसरे का right to life भी है, right to dignity है. So there must be a balance between freedom of speech on one side and right to personal liberty and life on the other. And reasonable restrictions are there to take care of. And they are sweeping, concepts in there in 1902. So moving forward, next please. So advocacy is fine, but incitement is not. So there are a few judgments which I've referred here. One is the Anuradha Bhasin, where the court said that freedom of speech via the internet is an integral part of 1918. Then Fahima Sisirine versus State of Kerala, where the court said that an individual's online expression cannot be restricted solely due to the objections or sensitivities of others. किसी और को बुरा लग गया, मैं क्या करूं? आपको बुरा लग रहा है, आप मत देखिए. कितनी बार आपने देखा होगा मूवीज या बुक्स को, मूवी हॉल को तोड़ रहे हैं, बुक्स को जला रहे हैं. If you do not like, do not read it. Why do you need to burn it? Thirdly, platform responsibility. Kamlesh Vaswani versus Union of India. It was about, child pornography. That Google must not suggest, or neither any ad should be there, nor any search result should be there if anyone searches child porn. Because adult porn per se is not, it is not illegal, it is not offensive. But provision of child sexual content is offensive. And even regarding dissent, I had noted one judgment that is from, it is not there in the PPT, that is a judgment by Justice Arun Moga in the Rajasthan High Court. That is, the case name is Tejinder Pal Singh versus State of Rajasthan, where the court said that the sedition provision must be used to cripple legitimate dissent and deliberate action with malicious इंटेंट. अगर malicious इंटेंट है तब आप उसको डिसेंट में डालिए. आप फ्रीडम, किसी का फ्री स्पीच का पावर मत लीजिए. ओके, अनुराधा भसीन मैंने ऑलरेडी आपको बता दिया. नेक्स्ट प्लीज. Yeah, so these are certain provisions. These are provisions. आप बस heading आप skip कर सकते हो. Heading is not relevant here. This is a kind of comparison between Indian law, especially IT rules, European law, and UNESCO guidelines. So there are guidelines by various organizations, like UNESCO is there. There is UNSS guidelines. There is OECD guidelines. So these guidelines were initially created because obviously international level पे है, तो पहले guidelines आई. और आप देखोगे इसमें कोई ऐसा कन्वेंशन नहीं आया, बिकॉज all the countries, they had their own different purpose of coming up with IT law. अगर आप AI एक्ट भी देखोगे, कहीं जैसे जापान की AI एक्ट है वो इनेबलिंग है, यूरोप का जो लॉ है that focuses on human rights. If you look at the US law, it's IT and AI law, it is more based on expanding the market, profiteering. And that's why you will see that all these, Facebook, its parent organization, Meta, Microsoft, Apple, all of them are having, their head office in US. China is having a surveillance mechanism. China is having government control on usage of AI. So many times the people are also restricted to not use certain websites, not use certain platforms, because it is doubting some countries which are offering those platforms. Okay, so Indian IT rule, it focuses on traceability, as we already discussed, 180-day data retention, even when the account is deleted, breaking into encryption, and executive-led emergency blocking mechanism. And regarding this, there is a case is going on regarding this. And the case has to, because the petitions have been filed and it is at the notice stage itself. Government को notice गया, उससे ज़्यादा नहीं हुआ है. इन तीनों ही ideas के basis पे 3 part में जितने भी petitions आए थे उनको identify किया गया. And Supreme Court के पास matter आया, it had then sent back to the Delhi High Court as the central government requested that the decision may be made by the Delhi High Court. तो वो transfer हो गया matters, पर उसमें अभी कोई decision नहीं आया. Okay, the specific provisions are mentioned there. If you look at the European Union, it emphasizes, as I told you, on human rights. So that's why it emphasizes strict user data protection. Then oversight by an independent information commissioner. मतलब जैसे आप लोग अभी AI का पढ़ते होगा ना, उसमें hallucination का पढ़ते हो, वहां पे responsible AI की बात आती है. उसका क्या मतलब है? Responsible